You haven't seen those commentaries in a long time for this channel, huh? Wow. Yeah, that's super rare. If you remember my review for Dead or Alive 6, then you already knew the issues for it, what I liked and what I didn't like, and my biggest complaint for the game, which was the costume unlocking system that was just horrendous and just horribly painful to go through. And of course, thank goodness that Koei Tecmo got that campaign where the costume parts have been boosted by times 100, because there would have been more blood, sweat, and tears getting a hold of Kokoro's workout attire and Hanoka's anime titty jacket. Now that we're on the topic of Dead or Alive 6, we figured we go ahead and talk about two of the tweets that I'm going to link in the description. So, like I said, source links in the description. And, yeah, two of these things are very interesting and also great news. Now, first off, the biggest bang. There is Dead or Alive 6's free-to-play version, which is Core Fighters, in which if you bought the game digitally, or how I found out, bought the game on Steam, you ended up finding out an obvious, very obvious clue that there was going to be a free-to-play Core Fighters version coming right up. Because if you looked under the DLC section, you can see the individual character pieces lining up from left and right. Huh. Interesting. But hey, it happened, so if you are still skeptical of Dead or Alive 6, you can pretty much try it out for yourself and see how you like it. That's good. Now, the other tweet that shows off good news is that the guys who are working on Dead or Alive 6 are working to make the 100 times multiplier permanent, so that when the launch campaign ends, people can still earn up to hundreds of costume parts per arcade run. And thank goodness. So with that said, we are still going to be getting the hundreds of costume parts per run. And we don't have to be dealing with how bad it was at launch, where we got 10 or 5. Yeah. Thank goodness for that. I don't know if what happened at launch was a complete glitch or not, but pretty much all what this teaches was this method for the costume unlocking system is just no. There is you have to run through hours and hours and hours and hours. There would be blood, sweat, and tears. And then, of course, by the time you've already... It's like you're already walking out with a beard. And it's so bad you might as well just mine through the DOA quest mode. But even if you completed all the missions in DOA quest mode and you haven't unlocked every single costume, what else? And yeah, and considering how painful the situation could have gotten, and yeah, it's great. Thank goodness for the costume part boost, and thank goodness that they're finally deciding to make that costume part boost permanent. Because really, it was the huge gripe when it came to Dead or Alive 6. This is the step in the right direction. They need to get this situation with the costume parts sorted out like that. And then when they're done getting that dealt with, they need to bring in the online lobbies, which they said also in the tweets they're going to do. And also bring back the tag battles that a lot of Dead or Alive fans love. And really, to be honest with you here, I really had no idea why they ditched the tag battles. That makes no sense at all. But if they were to bring back the tag battles, this game would be saved quick. Now, if you want to go ahead and try the game for free, fine. But if you want to go ahead and pay the full $60 and get yourself a copy of Dead or Alive 6 and save yourself all the trouble, you have till the 31st, and if you buy the game before the 31st of March, you can still get Neo Tengu. But if you do want to go back to Dead or Alive 5, that's understandable. You still get Neo Tengu either way anyway. But there has been sour tastes in mouths in terms of Dead or Alive 6. Yes, indeed. But however, if they are to basically make a turnaround like they're doing right now, plus add in the tag battles, they could win back fans. And that is better than winning back none. And really, to be honest with you, Dead or Alive 6 should have launched with tag battles, online lobbies, and pretty much a better costume unlocking system in the first place. Because, let's be honest here, remember Dynasty Warriors 9? Didn't really look good on Koei Tecmo's end. Yeah. And considering that much more sour taste in the mouths of Dynasty Warriors fans, they really cannot afford to have Dead or Alive 6 launch the way it did at launch. But no, seriously, Dead or Alive 6 is lucky to be still contending for my 2019 Game of the Year list. To basically recap, thank goodness they're making that 100 times multiplier permanent, and they're still working on bringing back online lobbies, but after getting the costume unlocking sorted out and getting the online lobbies sorted out, they go and basically bring back tag battles, then that will definitely be the third step that will get Dead or Alive 6 forgiveness, and Dead or Alive 6 needs all that forgiveness. That is all I have to say on the situation, and now for a quick channel update before we go ahead and close out the video. Now, first off, the 15-hour streaming is going ahead. After all, there's 2 days remaining, anyway. I have been also finding ways to experiment with things for the sole purpose of making for a very interesting video idea, as well as pretty much jumping ahead and figuring out an April 2019 roadmap for the channel, as well as also looking forward to the release of Fate Extella Link, because I will be doing a review for that game alongside Dead or Alive 6, which I already had reviewed. Actually, as I am pretty much making this commentary right now, I have already pretty much decided to jump ahead and work on the roadmap for this week, so be ready to see or be ready to be surprised. Depends. Anyway, that is all, and I will be looking forward to you in the next video. Peace out. As a matter of fact, there was a guy named Matt who went into my Ko-fi page, made a donation, and left a message telling me to keep it up. And keep it up I shall. The flames will still go on, thanks to Matt.